glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the UCF Knights and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. There is some concern without their star quarterback playing today, and the backup being a freshman, they are going to have to spoon-feed him. Now, he can rely on his running back, who is experienced, but they have put in a very simplified game plan to help him get going early and get some rhythm here in the game. Understandably, as young as he is, there's bound to be some nerves. See how he does here early. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Zings it complete to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So UCF's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Richard Young. We believe he's going to get the ball a lot, and they'll just keep feeding him as he gets stronger as the game goes on. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to the well. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
The Knights in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Charles. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the 1st quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Dumps it off in the flats. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
Under fire. Gonna try to get it himself. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get into the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 3 seconds left on the clock. Just enough time to squeeze out one more play here in the first. Caught in the backfield. It's Charles. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Trying play action. Pucks it out of the air. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Knights line up to punt it away. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. This time he wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Tight end now in motion. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Running inside, it's Young. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll run play action. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Working that left side now. Runs through a man, and he might have space. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Knights! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. There are few things that can impact a game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Young. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got a man. It's Farmer. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a 1st down play. He goes right back to the air. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moving out of the pocket. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Young. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. These DBs going to give a little cushion. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Houston Cougars. And it's the Tigers trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game in Chapel Hill. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Off the RPO, complete. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They kick it away on fourth down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's French.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to run for it. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. The Knights decide to punt it away. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's French. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Keeps it himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such...
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the counter. Plows through the defense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the pummeling has started.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll try it again. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the catch. It's Farmer. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Boley. Makes the grab.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. Then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snag, got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Back to pass, it's Bowling. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The run inside. It's French. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's French. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.